So in this segment here, I want to talk about what I'll call the lie. And so remember, just summarizing in just quick context. So I'm constantly anxious because of this flaw that I'm looking for, that's presumably the basis of why I've been tortured, abused, abandoned, unbonded with my parents and threatened within an inch of my life. And then I've dealt with the abandonment and the judgment of the culture around, who never wanted to hear about it, doesn't want to be present to my experience, and is constantly jockeying me to fit into some kind of a box, and then doesn't relate to me, but relates to their feelings around the box. And I'm starting to feel angry that none of this is me, and nobody wants to see and engage with me. They want to engage with their stereotypes, and not even their stereotypes, which, if they were just an image and they had present feelings with them, but kind of prepared thoughts and scripts around those stereotypes. And then they don't even add up. They're not logical, as I talked about in the last video. The society, nevertheless, in different levels, prescribes the pills for happiness. So, be a self-made man, be successful in business, be an entrepreneur, eat healthy organic food, exercise, be cool, be debt-free, develop savings, invest money, kind of work out your issues with therapy, do meditation, do yoga. These are kind of the kind of human potential prescriptions, be positive. And so this was kind of the next phase. So I learned all about goals, had daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, yearly goals, and achieved most of them. Done. Built my first house, 23, done. Had my own business in 17 and became more and more successful, done. Became debt-free, done. Invested in retirement, done. Made up to $400 an hour, done. Enjoyed working hard and playing hard, done. Had sex, done. So there's all these different checklists. Meditation, done. Thousands of hours of meditation. $250,000 in therapy, done. Read more than 600 books, done. So the list of eat all organic food, done. Do all of this, and that's the dream, and you'll be happy, you're lucky, blah, 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 blah. Do these things, and you've got it made. The only trouble is the exact opposite was happening. When you're 20 years old and have all these checklists on your list to do and realize you're making headway, there's hope, there's excitement, there's all I have to do is make a lot of money, have a good business, be independent, get my work done on time, blah, 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 and then I'll be happy. But there was a whole undercurrent in the 20-year period from age 20 to 40, when all this was being accomplished and achieved, that was the exact opposite. So chronic fatigue is going up slowly every year, and no one is giving me any information about why. It just shouldn't be happening, so we're not going to talk about it. In the therapeutic cycle, it was great to have some people listen to and not interrupt, because they're paid to sit there and listen, and not give too much of a lecture about how I should be feeling and doing all these different things, but actually be listened to. It was really great. But after I felt heard, and at one point I was doing up to 6 hours of various therapies per week, spending like $700, $800, $1,000 a week with 2 to 3 practitioners. And some stuff just wasn't budging. The shame wasn't budging. I was becoming more and more impatient and irritable, and ultimately outraged that here I was working harder on myself than anyone I knew, spending hundreds of thousands of dollars, doing everything I was told to do: the yoga, the meditation, the organic food, the therapy, the workshops, the reading, the goals. And everyone was telling me I've got such a great life. And I felt terrified. I felt irritable. I felt like if another fucking therapist promises me that a few sessions with them will, magically do this and that and the other, I want to punch them. Because 20 of them have already lied to me about this. And I'm aware that I feel closer to violence. And to give you a context of that, I punched my dad once when he was violating me. I don't like violence, and I've stayed away from it my whole life. I've never been in any, I don't raise my voice. Kind of the opposite of acting out violence of most of the people that I know. But I felt the urge growing. I want to punch someone. And it's like, this isn't right. This isn't the natural byproduct of getting all your dreams. Something's not right here. And nobody's telling me what it is. Everyone's telling me the exact opposite. They're jealous, how lucky I am, how amazing, blah, blah, blah. That's not right. My chronic fatigue is going up by the year. My rage is going up. I'm having urges to be more violent. And that's going up. I'm feeling more depressed. I'm feeling more impatient. And the more I express this reality, the more people block me off and put up their filters and their barriers and this and that and the other, which is in turn enraging. Because there's this whole other narrative that's going on beneath the surface that no one's told me anything about. That no matter what I do, I can't get my hands on mentally or emotionally. I'm watching my health go down, which is terrifying. And rather than being seen, I'm being projected upon as usual, all my successes, blah, 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 without anyone wanting to actually listen. And when I start to try and talk, everyone is too busy. And you can't get at subtle, nebulous patterns in 5 to 10 minute phone calls and chats about, hey, how are you? And you're supposed to say, fine. It takes hours. My therapist said, yeah, this is puzzling and I'd be upset too. But that wasn't really helpful after they said that 20 or 30 times, another $10,000. I've got the empathy bit, but I can't enjoy my life. And that leads me to the next segment in this story.